You know I'm a hot boy, but I ain't never lose my cool. The speed's on fire, that's why I'm riding with my tools.
Hey YouTube, the Touchdown Podcast, back with another video for you guys today. Let's say another podcast, alright? So, today, I was supposed to make this podcast on Monday, but I pushed it back. I pushed it back to yesterday, but I ended up not getting it done, so I'm doing it today. Today is Wednesday. I gotta get this podcast done. I was supposed to do it yesterday, but I got busy with some things. Today I have a lot of time, so I wanted to make it today. Going over the post game of the Dolphins-Jets game. Won't be much to talk about in that game because Miami just dominated them on both sides of the football. So, and we'll get into that, but I'm not going to go too in depth. But the main games I want to talk about is the Cowboys-Bills game, and I want to talk about the Seahawks-Eagles game, okay, on Monday night. So that's why I did push the podcast from Monday to Tuesday in the first place, was because of the Seahawks game. I wanted to see what happened with that. And now I'm pushing it to Wednesday because I got busy yesterday. So we're going to get right into it right now, okay? I just want to get this out real quick. Thank you guys for all the support. I know we're starting off slow, right? Viewership's been low, but I understand that. We're starting from the bottom, working our way to the top. It's definitely going from a channel that has a lot of subscribers, like 150, to a channel that has, like 6. And now it has 10, so it's like, it's way different, but I like the grind. I want to keep working on it. I'm still planning on doing 3 podcasts a week. I do have 2 more, I'm going to try to get 2 more podcasts out this week. I'm going to try. I don't know if I'm going to, because it is Christmas week. Christmas Eve is on Sunday, which is when the Dolphins and Cowboys play. I do want to do a post-game video for that, but it will not be on Christmas. Well, it might be. We'll see. We might have a Christmas video. We'll see what happens with everything. But if I do get busy on Christmas, I'll push that podcast back to Tuesday. I am expected to be getting an actual job here soon too. So when that comes into play, I'll still be making 3 podcasts a week, or at least try to. But it might get a little tight to where I have to do 2 podcasts, being that I have a job and I still have to spend time with the fam and all that, So I gotta make everything work. When we get to that point, though, I'll have a set schedule and we'll go through everything and figure everything out for the podcast and stuff like that. But I just want to get that out. Thank you guys for all the support. We're gonna keep grinding and keep working hard. I do want to make this my full-time job at some point in the very long future. I really do want this to be my full-time job. I love YouTube. I love doing it. I also would like to do stuff on Twitch. I want to do both. Right? I want to do Twitch and YouTube. But right now, it's hard for me to do Twitch because my Wi-Fi struggles really bad when it goes to stream gaming. So when I get my own Wi-Fi, which is my plan once I get a job, is to get my own Wi-Fi. It'll be like, I'm gonna get cheap Wi-Fi. I can get nothing expensive, nothing. I just want to get Wi-Fi that works good with the game, that's close to the game, so I can actually live stream. Because I do want to make this my full-time job at some point in the future. I mean, I really want to work on it. I want to, because I think I could be really good at it. I do. I'm working on it. I'm slow at getting things going. Like I really am, but I'm trying to work everything through. Once I get a good job, everything will come into play. Cause I do want to live stream. I also want to live stream on YouTube. I can't live stream on this channel until I get to a certain spot. So because they have things you have to go through to get to live stream. So on my other channel I can. This channel I can't. So when I am able to live stream on this channel, that's what I want to do instead of making videos, is live stream podcasts where I can live stream for an hour or 2 and we can just chat it up, because I don't have a lot of space on my camera to do hour podcasts, and I think that's hurting the channel more than it's actually helping it. So when we are able to live stream, it's going to be so much better, so much bigger. It's going to really help me, so I don't have to make videos on this channel, so I can just I can keep grinding with live stream, like, every weekend or after I get off work for a couple hours. I can just put up the stream. We can start chatting it up about football, anything, anything, honestly. Right now, all I talk about is football, because that's what I've been watching, or wrestling. I really haven't been in a little bit of basketball. I have been watching a little bit of basketball here and there, but, but I don't know what you guys want, so I think live stream would help me know what you guys want to talk about. So you guys can ask me questions. We can go through with everything. It'd be huge. It'll be a big thing. But I just want to get that out. Now let's get right into the video, okay? Let's go to the Dolphins-Jets game real quick. Dolphins did play the Jets at home on Sunday, and Miami dominated them 30-0. It was domination. Offensively, started off slow, but it got hot, right? The defense helped out with the fumble, a sack fumble on Zach Wilson that Zach here picked up, got it down to the 1, then began a touchdown with Mostert. It was 7-0. Miami and began another stop, getting the ball back, getting down the field, ended up kicking a field goal, got to 10-0. And from there, I just knew this game, but we were just going to dominate them. Right? At this point, when we got to 10-0, I'm like, this Jets team does not look good. And honestly, I thought the game would be a lot closer than it was. I mean, I did not think it was going to be 30-0. I did think that Miami would win by 14-plus points, by 2 scores at least, but I did not think it was going to be 30-0. Jalen Waddle had a huge touchdown. I think it was in the second quarter, I believe, where he caught a beautiful pass from Tua, right down the field, just like it was a Tyreek Hill pass, right? Waddle just cooked the corner, caught it, got to the end zone. Waddle danced, the whole thing. Stephen Ross even did owner even did the Waddle. Awesome moment for Jalen Waddle to get his touchdown that he hasn't had in a couple weeks. It was definitely big for him. So we got 17-0 at this point. The game was just wrapped from there. Defense is, we got 4 turnovers in this game. I think it was 2 fumbles and 2 picks. Brandon Jones, I think, had the 2 interceptions. I didn't see the interceptions. I was trying to go back to see the interceptions, but I'm going to have to go through the highlights and maybe it will show on there. I didn't get to see them because I was at my grandma's house. I missed the 2 interceptions, but I'm going to have to go back and try to find it. But yeah, I mean, it was a great game by Miami. I mean, they absolutely dominated them on offense and defense. Bradley Chubb had a heck of a game, which is good after the mistakes he made against the Titans. So, happy about that. It was a good way to get back in the win column. Now we go face Dallas this week at home, Christmas Eve. I'm very, 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 very excited for this game. Probably the most excited I've been for a game in a minute, because really when the Dolphins play these bad teams, it doesn't make me really excited. Like, yeah, I get excited to watch the game because it's my team, but I already know what's going to happen for the most part. I mean, the Titans game, I did not expect to lose. I did expect it to be closer than a lot of people did, but I did not think we were going to lose that game. But for the most part, against the Commanders and the Jets and all that, I thought we would just dominate them, and we did. So, for me, facing good teams is when I get really excited, right? When we face Dallas this week, I'm super excited. When we face the Ravens after that, I'm going to be super excited. These 2 games right here are the games I want to win the most. But we do also have Buffalo at the last game of the season. I'm very excited for that game, too. Buffalo's no slouch. They just destroyed Dallas. We're going to get into that here right now. They dominated. It was 31-10. I mean, it was an absolute beatdown. Dallas looked like crap. I actually wanted Dallas to win this game too, which was crazy, but they got destroyed. And I hate the Cowboys. And I don't like the Broncos either. But I shouldn't say I hate them. I just don't like them. I don't like the Cowboys. I don't like the Broncos. Right? I just don't like any of those 2 teams. But I was rooting for the Cowboys against the Bills, just being that I don't like the Bills because they're my division rivals. And well, Buffalo destroyed him. And I got to give it up to Josh Allen. He played a great game. Stephon Diggs played well. James Cook actually was the one that played the best. I mean, he had a heck of a game, rushing-wise and receiving-wise. And their defense, Buffalo's defense, came out and played their game. So got to give it up to Buffalo and what they did. As much as I don't like them, they played a heck of a game. I didn't watch a lot of the game. I did watch it, but I was kind of, I was playing video games as well as watching the game. So I really didn't watch the full game because it was a blowout by the time I got home. So when I did get home to watch the game, it was already out of hand. I didn't think Dallas was going to come back, so I started playing my video game. Because the later games of Sunday were just not good. Arizona got beat down by San Francisco, and then you had the Rams game, or I think it was the Rams game, I believe. I can't remember, but it wasn't many good games in that second, or later part of the Sunday. So, so there was that. Let's get into the Seahawks-Eagles game. The game I actually watched the whole game. My dad's a Seahawks fan, so I cheer for the Seahawks. As long as they're not playing my Dolphins, I do cheer for them. Seattle's in the NFC, so I like to see them do well, and they did awesome against Philly. Okay, now Philadelphia, I thought they were going to win this game. My dad thought Seattle would win. I thought Philadelphia was going to win. I really did. I thought they were going to win by 20 plus. I thought, seeing Seattle without Geno, even with Geno, I thought I still would have said 20 plus, just because I don't trust the quarterback that Seattle has. But Drew Lock proved me wrong. He came in there as the backup, and for being a game manager, he did great. He did absolutely amazing being a game manager in this game. I don't want to call him that because I don't want to take anything away. I mean, being a game manager, I'm not saying that's not a bad thing. He did what he had to do, being the situation, and being it was on prime time for him to go out there and win this game. Congratulate him. The Eagles corner James Bradbury played like garbage. Their defense in general, didn't play great. Seattle's offense, there wasn't much going on for them except for Kenneth Walker, who had a heck of a game. I don't remember his stat line, but he had a heck of a game. Drew Lock, though, I do remember his stat line. He had like 208. It was 208 yards passing and a touchdown, 0 interceptions. That's why I'm saying him being a game manager in this game was because he didn't turn over the ball. He did not turn over the ball. He played a smart game. He did what he had to do. He led Seattle to victory with 28 seconds left. I mean, absolute bomb to JSN. I mean, right down the sideline past James Bradbury, that bum boy. Sorry to say that, Bradbury, but you haven't been playing great lately. You just haven't. JSN got a big catch in the end zone, touchdown. At first I was worried about it because the ball was juggling when he caught it, but he did bring it in right before going out of bounds, got the touchdown. It was 2017. And that's what I don't get with Philadelphia was in this fourth quarter. Okay, well, the last 28 seconds, okay? They get to the 50-yard line with 12 seconds left, okay? Or right next to the 50, okay? Jalen Hurts snaps the ball. He sits back in the pocket. I think it was, he had Kenneth Walker on his side, so it wasn't empty backfield, but he had Gainwell on his side. Snaps the ball. Gainwell was wide open on the side of him. Wide open. Just, all he had to do was, small 2-yard pass. He would have been gone, probably to the end zone. I mean, there was no one by him. He would have been gone. I mean, even look downfield. He had a corner, but he was with the receiver. So, and they were running to the right. He had wide open space to the left. He probably would have been gone. If not, he would have been in field goal range. They had timeout, so it would have been a call if he did choose to go down. They would probably have like 3 or 4 seconds left. Maybe a little less. Timeout, kick a field goal, tie the game, go to overtime. Or if there's no one by him the whole way down the field, he would just score a touchdown and won the game. I don't get that. I honestly don't get it. I'm happy Seattle won, but I just don't get it. I don't understand how in the heck you don't pass them. Instead, you pass into double coverage to A.J. Brown. Julian Love comes over and gets the pick. Now, this is what everyone's talking about. Is it an interception or not? Okay, is it a pick or not? No. Clear wasn't. Okay, his left foot was, I think his right foot was in bounds, but his left foot wasn't. Okay, it looked like it was gonna his tip of his toe touch the grass, the turf, but it didn't. And you could tell. You could easily tell when you look closely. You can easily tell that it did not touch. But the refs, they're looking at this call. They probably didn't understand when they looked at it. They probably saw that it looked like it touched. They're like, okay, it touched, interception, game over. But honestly, it should have been reversed, and the Eagles had 6 seconds. There probably been enough time to get in field goal range, but at the same time, maybe it wouldn't have been. Okay. So, at the end of the day, I told people this on Twitter, an interception is an interception, okay? They called it, the game's over. It's been over for a day. Stop complaining about it, it's over, okay? And my cousin's an Eagles fan. He even said, I'm not, it wasn't an interception, but am I going to complain to the refs about it? No, because he said he's tired of complaining about the refs in every game. If he saw his team lose, and his team did not play a great game, and he blamed it on the team and the coaching staff. He's not going to keep blaming the refs, and neither am I. When the Dolphins lose, I ain't going to be blaming the refs all the time, because every team has a reason to blame the refs in one of their games, at least. Every team. There's always bad calls by refs. Definitely this season, the refs have been terrible. But are we going to keep blaming them? No, I don't think we should. I honestly don't. But everyone will do what they do. But to me, yes, it was clear that it should have been reversed. But at the moment, no. But what I saw more than Gainwell being open is I saw Smith open on the sideline. There was a corner pretty close to him, but he was pretty open. If Hurts throws it right to Smith at the sideline, they're at the 30 field goal range. We would have gone out of bounds, so we wouldn't even had to use a timeout. It would have been like probably about 6 or 7 seconds left, and they could have kicked the field goal. That's what I saw. Now, maybe Smith wasn't open going back, but when I saw the video, when I saw the highlight quick and fast, Smith was wide open on the sideline. I don't get why he didn't throw that ball to Smith. But then I went back and saw Gainwell wide open. I'm like, why didn't you throw it to Gainwell? He had so much space down the field. So much space. No one would, not even the defensive lineman would have been able to catch him because he was far enough from the D-line that even if the D-line would have jumped off the O-lineman to go tackle him, Gainwell would have been fast enough to get out of that situation in the first place and get down the field. So I don't get that. But at the end of the day, Seattle wins 20-17. Eagles lose. A bad loss. Every team has a bad loss, so it's how the Eagles respond from this loss. We gotta wait and see. They don't play anyone good these next couple weeks, so they should win these games. Now they might lose one, but they should win these games. And then we'll see how they do in the playoffs. But it's how they respond in the playoffs, really, for me, is if Philly's going on. And for Miami, they're pretty much their playoffs starting now, in my opinion. Okay, you have Dallas at home, you have Baltimore on the road, then you have Buffalo at home. Okay. That's how you respond from that Titans loss. That's how you respond. And they responded great against the Jets, but it's Jets. Let's see how they do against... And they didn't... Remember, Dolphins didn't have Tyreek Hill either. So Tua played a great game without Tyreek Hill against a defense that is top tier in the Jets. As much as the Jets are bad, their defense is good. It honestly is. And Tua without Tyreek Hill, and Dolphins defense was without Holland, without Deshaun Elliott, and they still went out there and won. And also our line was banged up, but Miami still went out there and won 30-0. So I give them that. But it's how they respond against good teams, how they respond against Dallas, how they respond against Baltimore, how they respond against Buffalo. If we win 2 of those 3 games, I have no questions about Miami. I have no questions about my own team. I'll be like, okay, we have the Super Bowl caliber. I say it right now. I say we're Super Bowl caliber right now, but I gotta see how we do against good teams first before I just bring that into the air. If we win 2 of these next 3 games, if we win all 3, then there's definitely no questions to be told. We're a Super Bowl team. But if we win 2 of these 3 games, I would say we're Super Bowl caliber. Okay, simple as that. Okay, so we'll see what happens. We'll wait it out. Right, 1 game at a time. Right now we're focused on Dallas. Then we'll focus on Baltimore, and then we'll focus on Buffalo. Right now we're focused on Dallas to go beat the Cowboys first and go from there. But that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about. Those 3 games mainly is what I want to talk about. There's not many good games this week, so I'm not going to go over every single game or do any of that. Usually I would, but also with my camera space, I don't got enough space to make a long video anyway. And this has already been 17 minutes, so just want to hurry and get this done, post it for you guys. And then we have a Thursday night game tomorrow. I think it's the Rams and Saints, I believe. Should be a decent game. But I'll see you guys. I'll talk to you guys probably. I might have a podcast tomorrow. If not, I have one on Friday. And I'll also try to get a podcast on Saturday for you guys. Pre-game to the Dolphins Cowboys. Okay? I'll see you guys later, alright? Hope you guys like this video. Subscribe if you want to. You don't have to, but subscribe if you want to. And I'll see you guys soon, alright? Love you guys. Comment down below what you guys' thoughts about these games and about any other games. And I'll try to respond to every comment, okay? And I'll hit that like button on your comment as well. Okay, I love you guys. I'll see you guys soon. Peace and love. Fins up as always. We out.